I'm feeling. So throughout today, because I've been doing everything on an emergency basis, not because I'm in an emergency. I mean, like I'm somewhat in an emergency, but like the way my body is responding because she's picking up on all these energies that are in crisis, but people are conditioned around. I mean, like, I guess this is the read that I get, and I intend that anything that is not accurate is going to surface to the light and be let go of and to never be spoken about again. However, the accurate stuff, let's bring out what is accurate in these reads, body scan reads. Ooh. And allow ourselves to move forward with the intention to read for the purpose of direction, strategic planning, gathering and maintaining a home, and letting go of anything that blocks me from doing it, for me, by me, and foreverly. And if the kids, and any other kids want to partake in that, they may do so, as long as they are willing to comply with the culture that I am creating. And so it is. Ooh. Any man who wants to heal may also partake, as long as he is participating and not taking. A man or child, they may. They may enjoy, participate, and I'm letting go of any takers for now, just because that turns me, like I have a taking spirit as well. A lot of that has to do with traditions, our Lakota traditions, and how, like like we have giveaways, we heal, basically. It's almost sacrilegious to heal for free or heal for money. That like you have giveaways and you offer gifts, and if money is is what you can afford, then that is actually acceptable. However, I really understand now why it's important, no matter what religious, spiritual affiliation that you have, if you're doing this kind of work for others. And I know there's a lot of people out there right now that are just doing it because of, mostly because of intentions that were set upon them. Some people not, like they were a manifestation of others who needed them to take on, energies and stuff. And so we're gonna go ahead and just release that. Any takers for now will be in their own space outside of my space, or anybody that I'm around space. Anybody that comes to me that has a taker attached, those attachments will be released and put in a holding place if that is the purpose of that person that's carrying it. Otherwise, we're gonna set a pathway and a trail to the sun for these energies to rejuvenate, restore, and get a handle on the cells, and help them to release the desperation to resolve their stuff in the body. Because a lot of times these attachments are from energies that are really, like had a hard time being in a body to begin with. So I'm gonna go ahead and just release that, and we're gonna set our grid up. I'm gonna stick with the emerald green grid that I learned from Kenji, just because it rings true for me. But I'm going to add pink and gold. So green, pink, and gold grid pillars, and the pillars are going to stay light, because this is how we deflect any who wishes to do anything but uplift, support, and guide effectively towards our healthy wealth, ability to communicate and build and establish as a human race. And so it is, and any energy is beings of any kind that wish to participate in a manner of participation, they may remain. Any negative energies that come towards us from now on are deflected, transmuted, and whatever's going to help that being understand and learn how to live a more full, abundant lifestyle that doesn't require doing things like that to people. Help them learn. Help them learn gently if that's how they learn. And I give it to Gaia, or Maka'ina is Mother Earth. Maka'ina, Kali, I'm just telling ya, Kali is she's one of my favorites, and you know, I'm getting some memories as a child as to how this goddess has been with me for my whole childhood. And purpose, you know, is what I'm gathering is that I'm protected because I'm clearing. I've been, you know, basically appointed, my body, my human body's been appointed to transmute some really heavy, dark stuff. And so while I went through a lot, I didn't, you know, it really, you know, like it can be viewed as not that bad because I feel it 10 times more. But I released that need. I feel that I've cleaned up the bulk of it, and I still welcome Kali and her assistance and guidance. However, we know that, ooh, okay. Well, I guess I'm just getting that the reason why it's out of the hands of the people who are supposed to be doing it is because when we resolve our own karma, our own bloodlines, when we resolve those karmas, we become very powerful, whole beings. And so this is kind of where, you know, like you get things like distraction and bad relationship, you know, just stuff that distract, that's, you know, like traumatic, but it's not that traumatic. A lot of times it's to just get somebody else's trauma basically to resolve or express in order to for one, resolve it. Like that's the initial intention, because none of the stuff I'm learning is in ill intent. It's basically the ill intent is a human reactive behavior that we have when we have shit flying at us. So I'm grounding all of that, grounding this grid, cleaning up the pillars of light with rose, sunflower, lotus. Woo! And we're gonna go ahead and send those flowers to this grid too. And we're making this grid very animated and alive and protective, loving. And we're sending Everly's guides, Gabriel's guides, making sure that they're rejuvenated and ready to assist with whatever they need right now. I am in a full scope of knowing that an alternative school for children, for people, is a big need, prioritized need right now, even before getting the funding. Nope, that's not it. Anyway, funding for reprogramming, reestablishing, re-educating ourselves, reparenting ourselves, overview. So I guess that's part of it. It's with, like I'm still kind of in a polarized thought patterns, just because it actually polarization. When you're in a shit show, or when you're around energies, or like I'm in an apartment right now, you're around energies that you can't control. Polarization is highly helpful if it's helpful. If you could do it intentionally, it's even more helpful. So anyway, that was just a little movement session that I did. Like, I'm just getting back into my body. It's been a challenge, to say the least. It's game time, and I know I thrive sooner than later.